The electrical control panel holds the switches that are normally used to control the electrical system. An emergency electrical power panel holds the switches that are used for emergency electrical conditions. An external power panel holds lights that indicate the availability and usage of external ground power to persons outside the aircraft. The ECAM electrical page provides the synoptic display of the electrical system to the flight crew. It can be displayed at any time by pressing the electrical button on the ECAM control panel. A maintenance bus switch allows maintenance and service personnel to energize only the circuits required for ground servicing without energizing the entire electrical system. The switch is a magnetic type switch that will latch in the on position if external power is available when the switch is selected to on. A commercial switch is installed on the electrical control panel. Notice the items controlled by this switch. A galley and cabin switch is installed on the electrical control panel. Notice the items controlled by this switch. We begin our description with the electrical control panel and the ECAM electrical page. We'll show the controls and indicators in action during a normal flight sequence. The switches on this module are operational and provide free play training. At any time, you can click the diagram button to see the electrical system diagram. Initially, the aircraft is not powered and the ECAM electrical page is blank. Verify the unloaded battery voltage on the displays is within limits. The battery voltage minimum is 25.5 volts. Click on each battery switch to select it from off to the auto position. Notice that some lights come on when the first battery switch is selected to auto. The auto position allows the batteries to power the DC battery bus when no AC power is online. Therefore, you may notice a slight dip in the battery voltage now that the batteries have a load applied. The green available light in the external power switch indicates the power is plugged in and is of good quality. To apply the external power, click the momentary action external power switch. The external power line contactor closes and AC power is delivered to both sides of the system through the bus tie contactors. Accordingly, the available light goes out and the on light comes on blue. Now that normal power is on the aircraft, the ECAM is available. Notice the indication of power flow by the green lines. The batteries are now charged by external power, and the ECAM shows green arrows to indicate the flow of current to the batteries. You can now visually follow the display on ECAM and compare it to the electrical system diagram. The amber indications show items that are not powered, green items are powered, and arrows show the direction of current flow. We now simulate a starting of the APU. When the APU is up to speed, its generator power is available. You can see the change on the ECAM electrical page that shows the APU generator load, voltage, and frequency. The APU generator switch is normally left on, but notice that it does not pick up the load. Switch off the external power switch. When the external power switch is selected off, the blue on light in the switch goes off, and the green available light illuminates. Now the APU generator is online, and the ECAM electrical page shows a load on the APU generator, and external power is no longer online. Notice the flow of power from the APU generator is indicated by the green line. The crew will now request ground personnel to remove the external power. The available light goes out, and ECAM Notice the engine generator switches are both in the on position, and the fault light is on in each switch. The on position energizes the generator field, and the associated line contactor will close when the engine generator power is normal. We'll now demonstrate a start of engine 1. The fault light should go out when the respective engine is started and its generator operates. During engine start, the IDG will be driven. Therefore, you'll see the IDG low pressure indication go out, and the oil temperature will increase on the IDG. After the engine is running, you'll notice the rise temperature should display in the normal range. This display indicates the difference in oil temperature from the intake of the IDG oil cooler to the outlet of the IDG. Excessive rise temperatures may indicate over or under servicing of the IDG oil, among other problems. When engine 1 starts, the generator voltage and frequency will increase until they're at normal levels. When normal levels are reached, the generator 1 line contactor closes and the bus tie contactor on the left side opens. The APU continues to power the right side. While engine 1 generator powers the left side, observe the change on the ECAM electrical page. When engine 2 is started, the process is repeated for the right side. Each engine generator is now powering its own side, and both bus tie contactors are open. When the APU is shut down, the bus tie is no longer powered, and only the APU generator title remains displayed on ECAM. This would be the normal display of the electrical system until the aircraft arrives at the destination. When the APU is started after landing, the ECAM electrical page shows the voltage and frequency. When the APU generator switch is selected on, the APU generator contactor closes as long as the external power contactor is open. APU power will not be delivered to either side of the electrical system until the associated engine is shut down or the generator is off. When engine 1 is shut down, the APU picks up the left side. When engine 2 is shut down, the APU picks up the right side. Now the APU is powering the entire system. When electrical power is plugged in and of good quality, the green available light comes on and ECAM shows that external power is available. Pressing the external power switch closes the external power contactor and opens the APU generator contactor. The external power is now applied to both sides of the electrical system. If the aircraft is to be completely shut down, the external power should be switched off, and the batteries should be turned off. Well, this completes the demonstration of normal electrical system operations. We'll learn more of the switch functions in the discussion of abnormal operations. Now, let's answer some questions.